Shalom, shalom. We're going to get right to it. Let's give it all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh. Shema Vashai. Double honor to Apostle Brother GMS. Shalom to the elect. Shalom. Get this lesson. I bet want to do, but I'm go ahead and get right to it. All right, let's get right to it. All right.
Behold, the days of trouble are at hand, but I will deliver you from the same.
Military could never come upon its citizens. Well, we're not citizens, we're denizens. I've been telling you that for years. Yes, go ahead.
We, Deuteronomy 28 showed that we would have gone through slavery.
Yes.
We'd have gone through oppression. What is next to happen to us? Liberation through Christ, or will there be something else, another form of slavery that we will go through, another tribulation that we'll go through before Christ established the kingdom? You understand what I'm saying?
Yes, I understand. What's going to happen?
Will there be, yes.
What is going to happen before Christ makes
Returns.
his second
Is there going to be another
There's
persecution?
going to be war between the nations.
Yes.
Okay? The European Union will crumble. Okay, they will despise and fight against Babylon the Great, which is the United States of America. And it will burn America with fire.
So Europe is going to go to war
Yes.
with America.
Yes.
Yeah. But in terms of us black people now, will we go through another kind of slavery, another the tribulation that slavery was representative of?
Give me Noah, Matthew 24. You know what I want? So
In
Christ,
other words, what will happen to us immediately before Christ returns?
I'm going to show
As a
you.
people, as a race.
As a race.
Yes.
You know what I want right
Give me
there?
that quick.
Yes.
Yeah.
Matthew 24. Come on.
Yeah.
As it was.
Yeah.
You got it for me?
Yes, verse 38. Matthew 24, verse 38.
So to 37.
37. But as the days of Noah were, so shall also the coming of the Son of Man be. For as in the days that were before the flood, they were eating and drinking, marrying and giving in marriage, until the day that Noah entered into the ark, and knew not until the flood came and took them all away. So shall also the coming of the Son of Man be.
So that's going to be the outcome. We're going to be carrying along like la-di-da, like you're doing now.
So everything going all right.
That's
You
right.
know,
War will be going
carnival,
on.
excitement, and so on.
Then war will pop off.
So we
missiles
as a
will
people,
come.
will not go through an ethnic kind of a persecution.
No, not
That
at all.
won't happen.
Nope.
So how do you explain Daniel 12?
Very
Daniel
good.
12 and verse 1
Yes,
says,
yes. Daniel 12.
there's
give
a
me that.
time to come, at that time
Uh-huh.
shall arise Michael, the great prince who has charge of your people. This is talking about the Hebrews. And there shall be a time of trouble such as never has been since there was that nation of Israel till that time. But at that time your people shall be delivered, everyone whose name shall be written.
Yes.
This prophesies that Israel is going to go through something,
I'm listening.
a time of trouble such as never was. That means it is supposed to exceed, if we are the Israel, this should exceed slavery, should exceed any horrors that we had gone through in our history. This is supposed to happen to whoever are the true Israelite people just before the return of Christ. To the point that the Archangel Michael will have to stand up for that people called the true Hebrews. And you just said that what we are looking for is not something that will eclipse transatlantic slavery. but a liberation through Christ.
That's right. I'm going to explain it.
But this means, but the
gonna
true,
explain
the
that.
true Israelites
Which
will
is us.
experience another Holocaust.
No, I'm going to explain it to you. Revelation
Explain
11:11.
Daniel 12, 1.
I'm going to explain it. Well, I'm going to explain it with a precept that says the same thing.
Well,
come on,
explain
come
that.
on. Revelation 11, read quickly.
If we are the true Israelites, then something else according to prophecy is supposed to happen to us on a scale that will surpass what happened in slavery.
Just watch.
All
come
right.
On, come on.
The book of Revelation, chapter 11
So you
and
get
verse
out of
11.
this one now.
And after 3 days and a half, the spirit of life from God entered into them.
That's us waking up again. This is what you see here. Spirit of
That's
life
right,
from
two
God.
witnesses.
Waking up. This is, yes, two witnesses of the two kingdoms. Come on.
Yeah.
And they stood upon their feet,
That's what you see now.
Yeah.
and great fear fell upon them which saw them.
Right, because Israel's going to come back together, Judah and Israel. Come on.
And they heard a great voice from heaven saying unto them, Come up hither.
This is what you call the rapture. Come up hither. Watch this.
And
You
they
believe in all the
ascended,
rapture
Go ahead, read it again.
and they
still have some white
ascended
man doctrine
up
there,
to
though.
heaven in a
They
cloud.
ascended up to heaven in a cloud, which is a chariot. Here it comes.
Yeah.
And their enemies beheld
Our
them.
enemy's going to see us. Who's the enemies? The white man. Watch this.
Verse 30.
But you missed it.
Come on,
Daniel
wait,
12.
come on. Come
And
on.
the same hour
And the same hour, meaning
Uh-huh.
the same time that we're taken up,
Yeah.
was there a great earthquake,
meaning destruction.
and
Right?
the 10th part of the city fell.
Meaning the 10th part of the city is going to be destroyed. This is the great thing that Daniel's talking about, which shall never been since the world began.
No, this is
nuclear
saying Israel.
destruction.
This is saying the people of Israel.
Uh-huh.
The people of Israel are going to experience a time of horror and a time of persecution and a time.
Where did you see persecution?
That's what it means.
What
And
is
there
it?
shall listen. There shall be a time of
Trouble.
trouble
Uh-huh.
for that people, not just
Read this,
generally.
read it,
Listen,
read it,
man.
read it.
There shall be a time of trouble, such as
As
never
never
has been since there was a nation till
Uh-huh.
that time. But at that time, your people shall be delivered. What
Yes.
it means is the
Destruction.
people of Israel had gone through various captivities. They had gone through destruction. They had gone through captivity by the Assyrians, by the Babylonians, and so on. This is prophesied that in the last days they are going to go through something that would surpass that.
Mr. Boyne.
You don't have that.
Mr. Boyne.
If we are the people, you don't have that in your prophetic
Mr. Boyne.
eschatology.
Leave Bible interpretation to us. You don't have it.
The military could never come upon its citizens. Well, we're not citizens, we're denizens. I've been telling you that for years.
Hear, O ye my beloved, saith the Lord. Behold, the days of trouble are at hand, but I will deliver you from the same.
So he says, behold, the days of trouble are at hand. We're in those days of trouble. We're entering Jacob's trouble, like it says in, was it Jeremiah 30? That we're beginning in that era now. That pandemic is a part of it. And it's not over. The party ain't over. It's just going to escalate.
So that's going to be the outcome. We're going to be carrying along like la-di-da, like you're doing now.
So everything going all right.
That's
You
right.
know,
War will be going
carnival,
on.
excitement, and so on.
Then war will pop off.
So we
missiles
as a
will
people,
come.
will not go through an ethnic kind of a persecution.
No, not
That
at all.
won't happen.
Nope.
So
The military could never come upon its citizens. Well, we're not citizens, we're denizens. I've been telling you that for years.
They slack not a moment.
When that child coming forth is slack, no, we waiting for the Lord to come. We're waiting for the Lord to come from the heavens. But from now till then, there's going to be contractions in the earth, like a woman in travail.
So that's going to be the outcome. We're going to be carrying along like la-di-da, like you're doing now.
so everything going all right.
That's
You
right.
know,
War will be going on.
carnival, excitement, and so on.
Then war will pop off.
So we
missiles
as a
will
people,
come.
will not go through an ethnic kind of a persecution.
No, not
That
at all.
won't happen.
Nope.
That's why in the New Testament it says, watch and pray. Watch for what? Watch for the fulfillment of Scripture. That's why we can identify the pandemic and say, this is what Christ was talking about. This is what Ezra talked about. This is what Jeremiah talked about. And it's only going to get worse and worse. Read.
And the world shall mourn, and sorrow shall come upon it on every side. Hear, O ye my beloved, saith the Lord. Behold, the days of trouble are at hand, but I will deliver you from the same.
So he says, behold, the days of trouble are at hand. We're in those days of trouble. We're entering Jacob's trouble, like it says in, was it Jeremiah 30?
Weep between the porch and the altar.
There's going to come a time when we weep between the porch and the altar. Pray between heaven and earth. Go ahead.
And let them say, spare thy people, O Lord.
Why do you think we're going to have to cry to the Lord and say, spare thy people? Believe me, brothers and sisters, during the pandemic, we were praying and fasting, Lord, spare thy people. We saw men and women dropping like flies.
And even then shall evils grow upon earth, sword, famine, and great confusion.
Y'all see that? Now, on the news, your President Biden said, President Biden on the news said a famine may come to America. And it went over life.
So you see here, just through the scriptures. Let's go to Job chapter 12, 16. Job 12, verse 16. It said, with him is strength and wisdom, and deceivers are his. Right? The deceivers are his. Job 12, verse 16. With him is strength and wisdom, and deceivers are his. Move on. Let's go to Jeremiah. Chapter 14, verse 15. You see the false prophet. Jeremiah chapter 14, verse 13. God said, O Lord, or with the Lord, a power, behold, the prophet said unto them, you shall not see the sword, neither should you have famine, but I will give you ensuing peace in its place. Verse 14, thou said the Lord, say unto me, thou prophet, prophesy, not like, thou Lord, say unto me, thou prophet, prophesy, lie my name, sent them not, neither I have commanded them, neither speak unto them, they are prophesied unto you a false vision, and divination of all, and all things, a thing of not, and deceit of their heart, right? Deceit of their heart. Yeah, again, Jeremiah 14, verse 14. Then the Lord say unto me, thou prophet, prophesy, lie my name, sent them not, neither I had commanded them, neither speak unto them. They prophesied unto you a false vision, a divination, and a thing of not, and deceit of their heart. Therefore, thou said the Lord, concerning the prophet that prophesy in my name, and I sent them not yet, I say, sword and famine shall not be in this place, so like it be in this land, but sword and famine shall those prophets be consumed, right? Those prophets be consumed. In verse 16, and the prophet to whom the prophet shall be cast out in the streets of Jerusalem because of the famine and the sword, and they shall know, they shall have known to bury them, and their wife, nor their sons, nor their daughters, for I am pouring out like I poured the wicked upon them. Let's go back to 15. Therefore, thou said the Lord, concerning the prophet that prophesy in my name, and I am sent them not yet, thou said, sword and famine shall not be in this land, but sword and famine should those prophets be consumed. See, let's go to Ezekiel 14 verse 9. If this prophet be deceived what he has spoken a thing, and the Lord hath deceived that prophet, and I will stretch out my hand upon him, and I will destroy him from the midst of my people Israel. Right. So as you see him, as you see read again Ezekiel chapter 14 verse 9. If that prophet be deceived when he has spoken a thing, and the Lord hath deceived that prophet, and I will stretch out my hand upon him, and I will destroy him for the midst of my people Israel. All right. I got that. Let's see. Let's go to Isaiah. Isaiah 8 and 20. To the law and to the testimony, if they speak not according to this word, it is because there is no light in their light. There is no light in them. You don't speak according to this word, man. Isaiah 8 and 20. To the law and to the testimony, if they speak not according to this word, it is because there is no light in them. Right? There is no light in them. Let's go to Isaiah 59 and 3. For your hands are defiled with blood, and your fringes of iniquity, your lips have spoken lies, your tongues have mumbled perverse. Let me get it again. Let me look at that word. What that word saying? It's like much. No, I guess it's like 4 minutes. Yeah, mutter. Grumble. Moan. Mutter. Alright, let's go read that again. Let's go to Isaiah 59 verse 3. For your hands are defiled with blood, and your fingers with iniquity. Your lips have spoken lies, your tongue have muttered perverse. Look at that word. Perverse. Right, your hands are defiled with blood. Something like perverseness. I'll work me right quick. Let me get that. Oh, come on, man. Oh, there we go. Perverseness. I think that's what this is. Contrary.
Perverse.
Wrong head. So turn away from what is right. Good corruption. Alright. We did one more time. Isaiah 59 verse 3. For your hand are defiled with blood, and your finger with iniquity. Your lips have spoken lies. Your tongue had much perverse. All right, let's move on. Let's get into it. All right, let's go to might need to get a couple scriptures. Let me see. Yeah. So you're gonna get right. So 13 verse 25. Right. Close it out. I'm trying to be that on. Yeah. 13 verse 25. The heart of man changes his countenance, whether it be for good or evil, and the merry heart make a cheerful continent. Right, we again. Sirach chapter 13 verse 25. The heart of a man changes his countenance, whether it be for good or evil, and a merry heart make a cheerful continent. Right, cheerful continent. All right, let's go get a couple more. Oh, just yeah, we're gonna get this. Might just get this right here. This might be it. Proverbs 16. This will be it. Let's see what I might get. Proud go before the flush, heart and spirit before the fall. Right. Let's read again. Proverbs chapter 16 verse 18. And hardly spirit before a fall.
Good, all praises, all praises. Today we're going to discuss Jacob's trouble. We're going to discuss Jacob's trouble. You know, about 5 years ago, when I was in Jamaica, I was asked about, were we in Jacob's trouble? I said no. And because about 5, 6, 7 years ago, there was really not too much going on. Yes, go ahead.
We, Deuteronomy 28 showed that we would have gone through slavery.
Yes.
We'd have gone through oppression. What is next to happen to us? Liberation through Christ, or will there be something else?
Were we in Jacob's trouble? I said no.
Or will there be something else?
Were we in Jacob's trouble? I said no.
Another form of slavery that we will go through?
I said no.
Another tribulation that we'll go through?
I said no.
Before Christ established the kingdom?
I said no.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yes, I understand. What's going to happen?
Will there be? Yes.
What is going to happen before Christ makes
Returns.
his second
Is there going to be another
There's going
persecution?
to be war between the nations.
Yes.
Okay? The European Union will crumble. Okay? They will despise and fight against Babylon the Great, which is the United States of America. And it will burn America with fire.
So Europe is going to go to war
Yes.
with America.
Yes.
Yeah. But in terms of us black people now, will we go through another kind of slavery, another a tribulation that slavery was representative of?
Give me Noah, Matthew 24. You know what I want? So
In
Christ...
other words, what will happen to us immediately before Christ returns?
I'm going to
as a people, as a race.
As a race.
Yes.
You know what I want to
Give me that, please. Yeah.
Matthew 24. Come on. As it was. You got it for me?
Yes, verse 38. Matthew 24, verse 38.
Start at 37.
37. But as the days of Noah were, so shall also the coming of the Son of Man be. For as in the days that were before the flood, they were eating and drinking, marrying and giving in marriage, until the day that Noah entered into the ark, and knew not until the flood came and took them all away. So shall also the coming of the Son of Man be.
So that's going to be the outcome. We're going to be carrying along like la-di-da, like you're doing now.
So everything going all right.
That's
You
right.
know,
War will be going
carnival,
on.
excitement, and so on.
Then war will pop off.
So we
missiles
as a
will
people,
come.
will not go through an ethnic kind of a persecution.
No, not
That
at all.
won't happen.
Nope. And that idiot bum camp decides to do video after video saying that I don't believe the scriptures where it talks about Jacob's trouble in Jeremiah. You can't make this stuff up. You can't make this stuff up.
So you see here, man. But yeah, we know. See, I don't want to overboard though. You know, I can get a couple of points. I can close it out with that. Let's go to 1 John. Chapter 4, verse 1. It said, test the spirit. He said, beloved, believe not every spirit, but try the spirit, whether they are of the Most High, because of many prophets are going out into the world, right? Into the world. So test the spirit. 1 John 4 and 1 again said, beloved, believe not every spirit, but try the spirit, whether they are of the Most High, because of many false prophets are going out unto the world. Let me see. What's the name of the title again? Close it out. It is the heart of a man changed his countenance. Right, the heart of a man changed his countenance, man. So you see, test the spirit. So I'm gonna close it out right there. You know, giving all praise, honor, glory to Yahweh. By Shema Rashad, double honor to Apostle Brother GMS. Shalom for the hopeful elect. Shalom.